Sometimes losing something isn't a loss. Sometimes it returns you to yourself. In a small village, there lived an old woman named Asha. Her house had two chairs. One she used. The other one belonged to her husband. He had passed away years ago, but every evening, Asha placed that chair beside hers and sat next to it. She talked to him for hours, about the weather, about the neighbors, about what she cooked that day. Sometimes she complained, sometimes she laughed. People passing by would hear her voice and slow their steps. She hasn't accepted it yet. She talks to an empty chair, they whispered. But the chair wasn't empty to Asha. It gave her something to hold on to, a reason to survive the days. She was afraid that without that chair, she wouldn't know how to live. It was how she survived. She planned her days around it, saved stories for the evening, waited all day just to sit beside him. The chair kept her company, and slowly it kept her stuck. She stopped visiting people, stopped going to gatherings, stopped living outside that conversation. Why would she? Someone was already listening. Then one afternoon during the rainy season, the roof leaked. Water soaked into the floor, the chair absorbed it all. By morning, the wood had weakened. When Asha tried to lift it, one leg snapped. The chair collapsed. She stood there for a long time, holding the broken piece in her hands, as if her world had ended right there. Now how will I live? She thought. That night, she didn't sit outside. There was no chair to place beside hers, no familiar shape to talk to. The silence felt louder than grief. For days, she avoided that corner of the house, ate less, spoke less. She felt like she had lost him all over again. But something changed. With no chair to talk to, her thoughts had nowhere to go. So she started walking. At first, short walks, then longer ones. She visited neighbors again, sat with other old women, listened instead of remembering. She began cooking properly, not for two, but for herself. She fixed the roof, cleaned the house, moved the remaining chair to the center. One evening, months later, she realized something quietly. She hadn't spoken to the chair in days, and yet she wasn't lonelier. She missed him, but she wasn't waiting anymore. The chair had helped her survive his absence, but it had also slowly made her forget herself. And when it broke, it didn't take her life with it. It gave it back. Some losses don't take something from you. They return something you forgot you still had. Your life.